The women's Final Four shattered attendance and viewership records as part of one of the most entertaining tournaments in history. And as our Bryce Broneisen shows us, that popularity growth has influenced the women's basketball community right here in East Texas.
Over 350,000 people in attendance for this year's Women's Final Four in Dallas, a sellout crowd, and 9.9 million viewers on ESPN for the national championship, both records. But buckle up, because this could just be the beginning.
It's a great time to be in women's basketball.
A Final Four of that magnitude is shining some well-deserved light on a sport that's been making waves for a long time, especially here in East Texas. Like Courtney Pruitt, who became the first black female athletic director at Kilgore College after a successful playing and coaching career at the collegiate level. And watching the historic Final Four made her realize this is huge.
I remember speaking to my husband and telling him, man, this is going to be big. And he was like, well, how do you know? From being a former women's basketball college coach for 16 years, it's never been this big on this level.
Angel Reese setting the record for most double-doubles in a season. Caitlin Clark breaking the all-time tournament record for most points scored. Courtney says having female stars to look up to means the world for the younger generation.
To see Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese battle it out, the entire game is similar to LeBron and Stephen Curry, on the NBA level magnitude. So for girls to be able to envision themselves that are watching this and think that one day this could be me and they don't have to look up to a Michael Jordan like myself or, Jason Tatum now for the younger crowd.
Megan Leggett is one of the best to ever lace it up at Longview, earning herself a college scholarship. Now she's one of the rising stars in the coaching world at her alma mater, seeing the next generation of Lady Lobos grow and become inspired just like she was.
And it's great for women's sports, not just women's basketball, but women's sports in general. It's just exciting to see people fall in love with the game.
And Megan says the best part of the increased popularity after the Final Four, the potential to open the doors for all women in sports.
It's just great to see that skill level, and I think that's why it's grown so much, because now people are tuning in and they're like, wow, these girls can really play. But the skill level is just incredible, and it's just so much fun to watch. And I think that's just going to dwindle on down to high school athletes.
National championship winning coach Trina Tillis-Hord has been around the game for a long time, and she still continues to make her mark. And she says the most important thing is to keep the spotlight on successful women and to continue to amplify the voices and the talents of all women in sports.
But it's going to take the Caitlin Clarks and the Dawn Staleys and all of these women that are in this position to just keep showcasing women at the highest level. And at my level, keep showcasing women at the highest level.
For CBS 19, I'm Bryce Broneisen.